Text Your Ex Back Review: How to Use Tiny Text Messages to Get Your Ex Back. Presented by TextYourExBackMichaelFiore.com. What is Text Your Ex Back? Text Your Ex Back is a 76-page downloadable PDF ebook written by Seattle-based relationship coach Michael Fiore. It teaches you how to get your ex back using tiny text messages sent from your cell phone. So just who is Michael Fiore? Michael Fiore is a world-famous relationship coach who teaches men and women how to use technology to improve human connection. He has authored several best-selling texting guides, including Text Your Wife Into Bed, Text the Romance Back, and Text Your Ex Back. In just a few short years, he has emerged as a rising star in the relationship niche, and he already has a huge following. He has appeared on The Rachel Ray Show, The Man Cow Radio Show, Fox News, CBS Radio, and thousands of other news programs and blogs across the internet. There's no doubt his stuff is super cool and in very high demand. So let's take a look at the Text Your Ex Back program. In Text Your Ex Back, Michael Fiore teaches you his proven texting formulas you can use to open your ex to the idea of being with you again. Michael says, "In this program, I'm going to lay out a step-by-step process that will show you how to use simple text messages from your cell phone to rekindle the romance with your ex, open him or her up to the idea of being with you again, and get things off on the right foot as you start dating each other." Michael teaches you 5 main types of text messages and a lot of cool little tricks and subsets of text within each of those categories. The 5 main types of text you'll learn are across the bow text, best of the relationship text, intimacy booster text, the green-eyed monster text, and emotional honesty text. Let's take a look at each of these. Across the bow text. According to Michael, an across the bow text is a shot in the dark. It's that first text you send when you haven't talked to or seen your ex in a while, and is designed to let them know that you're thinking about them, that you don't have any negative feelings towards them, and that you're not horribly messed up over the breakup, even if you actually are. You'll use across the bow text to open the lines of communication with your ex in a positive way. This means you won't sound needy, desperate, or overly eager, and you won't put any pressure on your ex that might force him or her away for good. Best of the relationship text. Michael describes best of the relationship text like this. In your best of the relationship text, you're going to bring up past experiences using as much positive emotional language and detail as possible. The text judo here is that we're taking the powerful emotions your ex already feels around you and pushing them towards positive thoughts instead of the negative thoughts that they may have right now. These texts are extremely fun, and they work great to remind your ex what they loved about you in the first place. And Michael even reveals a really cool trick using the word remember that allows you to take control and actually direct memories in your ex's mind to get the positive outcome you want. You'll also learn about the small ask, which is a neat little trick to lead into these types of texts. Intimacy booster text. Intimacy booster texts are designed to make your ex yearn for the closeness and support you once shared. Under the right circumstances, they are extremely powerful. Michael teaches you exactly when and how to use them for maximum effect. Heck, he even teaches you how to save your ex's bacon. The green-eyed monster text. The green-eyed monster text refers to jealousy, and as you probably guessed, Michael teaches you how to use jealousy to your advantage. These texts use the powerful concept of social proof to make you appear more attractive and more valuable to your ex. But follow Michael's advice and text your ex back exactly when dealing with these types of text messages. You can really mess these up if you don't do them right. Emotional honesty text. I think Michael says it best when he says, "All this stuff works really well, but sometimes you just have to cut past the bullshit and tell your ex how you really feel. No excuses, no blaming, no fighting, no crap. You just take out your cell phone, and with your thumb shaking and lip quivering, you tell your ex the truth." Michael teaches you how to establish an emotional connection with your ex by opening up and speaking from your heart when the time is right. And best of all, you won't come across as needy or desperate, and you won't have to worry about tripping over your words, breaking down crying, or becoming angry or embarrassed because you'll be doing it all through text messages. Let's look at some of the other cool stuff in the Text Your Ex Back program. Besides what I've already talked about, in Text Your Ex Back, Michael Fiore also teaches you how to turn your ex on, even if they don't want to be, how to start dating and take your relationship from the virtual to the physical. In this section of the program, I absolutely love his self-fulfilling prophecy technique for making your ex feel even more attracted to you than they really are at the time. He also teaches you how to continue building attraction and intimacy through text messages once you've started dating your ex again. So your next question, and probably the most important question you have, is does Text Your Ex Back really work, and will it work for me? Text Your Ex Back works extremely well in a lot of different situations, as Michael Fiore's Facebook wall can attest to. But it's not a magic bullet. Not every relationship is salvageable, and there's no single text you can send that will magically make everything better overnight. However, over time, Michael's texting formulas and text messaging system can greatly improve the chance your ex will open up to the idea of being with you again. Even if you've been out of touch with your ex for a long period of time, and even if they've started dating someone else, Text Your Ex Back can still work for you. Through concepts he calls text judo, Michael can show you how to turn even strongly negative emotions from your ex into positive ones. The worst case scenario is usually that of an apathetic ex. If your ex shows apathy toward you, meaning no emotion whatsoever, good or bad, then it can be extremely difficult to win him or her back. Am I guaranteed to get my ex back? Obviously, Michael can't guarantee you will get your ex back if you go through the Text Your Ex Back program. No one can guarantee that, and any program that does is something to be extremely leery of. But what Michael does guarantee is this. After you go through this training, you'll have a much deeper understanding of why your relationship ended, how the romantic and sexual mind of your ex actually works, and how you can consciously create the relationship you've always dreamt of by tuning the way you think about love, sex, and romance, all while tapping out a few simple messages with your thumbs. Will Text Your Ex Back work for me? Well, for me, having access to Michael's knowledge, insights, and techniques has been extremely helpful, but the only way to know if the program will work for you is to try it. If you feel like you don't get any value from the program, then Michael doesn't want your money, and he'll give you it all back. No questions asked. He offers a full 60-day money-back guarantee on all of his products. And even if you don't get your ex back, I think there's still a ton to be gained from learning Michael's texting techniques. So here are my final thoughts on Text Your Ex Back. I love the many different text formulas and text message examples you can copy and paste as is or modify to make your own. Michael even describes how to change them up whether you're a guy or a girl, because male and female psychology is a little bit different, but Michael's got you covered there too. I absolutely love that Michael spends time talking about how your ex might respond to your text and what to do if you get a positive, negative, or neutral response. Most programs leave this kind of stuff out, and this information is absolutely priceless. I love the subtle little techniques found throughout the book, like the small ask, curiosity bait, and sensory expanders that are deceptively simple but extremely powerful. I love the opportunity to try the program without risk because of Michael's money-back guarantee. I love that Michael has real credentials and has spent tons of time and money researching and testing the techniques in the Text Your Ex Back program. And mostly, I love the fact that Text Your Ex Back works and gives you an incredibly rare opportunity to connect with your ex in an intimate and powerful way that takes full advantage of today's modern cell phone addiction. It's just awesome stuff. So where can I learn more? If you'd like to learn more about the Text Your Ex Back program, or if you have any questions you'd like to ask me, please visit textyourexbackmichaelfiore.com. This is Derek Mack, and I really hope this helps you get your ex back.